it's Tristan, and it's Inspirational Sunday. Thank you for watching. And so you know how I am. I'm not going to be on here very long. So I wanted to do this blog because I know last week I didn't do a blog because life has gotten best of me in the last couple of weeks. But I said I got to keep this going. So this week's topic is how to remain positive in the midst of chaos. Sometimes in life that we come, sometimes we have a plan and like, man, this plan, everything is going smooth. Then all of a sudden, boom, something happens. If it's not in your personal life, it's dealing with parents, it's dealing with, siblings, dealing with work. And how do you maintain positivity and remain calm during the midst of chaos? Like there's so much is happening right now in the world, from Santa Fe, Hawaii, Iraq, but in your own, and there may even be chaos in your personal life. Like I said, you may have been going smooth. I know for myself personally, it's like, man, I got everything going. School is going good. Finally the household is now, gaining some stability, and bam, something with the parents happens. Like, how do you remain positive during the midst of chaos? And just these couple things. And you need to know that life is a revolving. Things change. It's not always going to be a smooth road. It's going to be some bumps and some turns, but you have to remain positive and know that God has given you this new battle for a reason. It's only to inspire somebody else. It's learning new things to test you, test your patience, test your communication skills, getting along with other people. So each test that you go through, or what you may feel like chaos, in the end that may be shaping you for something else. So don't always look at something as positive, man, that this new situation that, oh man, it's no it's negative. But no, sometimes that is turned into something positive. So I want to give you 4 things on how to remain positive in the midst of chaos. So the first thing is that you got to have prayer. You can pray to whoever your God is, but prayer is the essential thing, and it is essential to what has gotten me through these last couple weeks. Prayer. You got to get God has given you this test for a reason. So prayer is what has gotten me through. I want to tell you that it is prayer that will keep you going. When you're crying, you're like, man, God, this person is suffering. I love them. Why are they suffering? Prayer will keep you. Prayer will get you through every problem, every situation. Prayer, not worry, but prayer. The second thing is faith. Yes, faith. You have to develop your faith and remind yourself that it's going to be okay. That we each go through trials and tribulations, but it's only to develop your faith. You cannot have a test without a testimony. How can you tell somebody else, how to get through this situation if you haven't been through that situation? These situations, chaos, and all of this builds your faith. The third thing is you got to have a support system. You got to have a support system in the list of staying positive and going through chaos. You got to have a good support system. It could be, I know for me, this situation, definitely my support system has gotten me through. I know somebody else that went through the same situation. I call up and say, hey, how did you do this? How did you get through this system? And get through this situation. So you got to find you a good support system. It don't have to be 50 million people. Get someone that you find confident in and that won't tell all your business. But you got to get you a support system, at least 1 or 2 people that you can call on and say, hey, girl, hey, man, I'm going through this. Can you pray for me? Can we go have lunch? Can you talk me through this? You been through this before? How did you get through this chaos in your life, or this new transition in your life? The fourth thing is choose to be positive. There's so much negativity going on in the world. You have to choose to be positive. You can look at the negative and say, well, this person, this and that. But choose to be positive. Choose to keep a smile on your face, especially if you're going through something going through something that, that's affecting someone else. Choose to remain happy for that particular person. Choose to, call them, say, hey, how you're doing. And that can also change your life too. But again, the 4 things to remain positive in the midst of chaos is 1, prayer. Prayer will get you through a lot of things. Second is, continue to develop your faith. You cannot have a test without a testimony. 3 is get you a good support system. Like I said, you don't know everything in the world. You're not going to know everything, but you do know somebody that has went through the same situation as you, and you can, build that support system. Like I said, if you hold in a lot of stuff, worrying, that's not positivity. That's only going to make you sick. And when you're caring for someone else, you got to remain positive. You got to remain upbeat, not only for yourself, but for the other person too. Fourth thing is choose to be positive. Like I said, there's so much negativity going on in the world, so much negativity on Facebook, Instagram. You have to choose to be positive. Did you know that happiness is a choice? It's not something that someone else can provide to you. It's not something that we can just go pick up at Walmart. Positivity, you have to choose that. You have to choose, the positive and look at the outlook. Look at the positive things. Look at, hey, God, you have given me this test. You given to me for a particular reason, to develop my faith. Continue to connect me with other people, build my prayer life. So everything that you go through is only building you for the next thing. It's building your communication skills. It's building you to go out there and, reach out for resources. So don't always look at a situation as negative. You always have to find the positive in something. You may be going through this situation today, but tomorrow somebody else may be going through the same situation. You can reach out and say, hey, I know exactly what you're going through. I don't want to know everything, but hey, here's how I got through my chaos or this new thing that has been, uprooted in my life. Again, life is dynamic. It's ever changing. Events, both good and bad, are likely to hurtle towards us in a moment's notice. Like I said, the situation, I was like, man, I got this under control. This under control, boom, here comes something else. And so how can you remain positive in the midst of chaos? And that's something you're going to have to grow as you get older. Your parents are starting to, age a little bit. They may have been in health, 1 week, but this next week, something else has changed. But you have to remain positive for them, remain positive for yourself. And then remember, God has given you this particular test for a reason, to develop your faith, develop your prayer life, and that this situation is only building you and helping you to reach out to someone else that may be going through the same situation tomorrow. We can see the positive in chaos. We can see the positive. We can see the negative in everything. But you can also see the positive in chaos and know that God has given you this new test for a particular reason. And that remain positive. Choose to remain positive. You can choose to do whatever you want in life. But if you put your mind into it and say, hey, this is something new for me. I'm not going to, be overwhelmed with it. I'm going to take it a step at a time and remain positive in the midst of chaos. So make sure you go online to www.tjinspires.com. We have some exciting things that are going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. So make sure you follow us online at www.tjinspires. Our quotes of the day, make sure you go online to our YouTube page. But how to maintain positivity in the midst of chaos. 1, prayer. 2, faith. 3rd thing is get you a support system. Not anybody that's going to be negative towards your situation or towards you, but a support system. It don't need to be 50 million people. It don't need to be a lot of people that's going to talk about what's going on in your life. But get you a true support system, someone that you can call on, ask questions, pray with, just say, hey, this is something new for me. I'm overwhelmed right now. How can we build, that's how you get your support system. And then 4th, choose to be positive. There's so much negativity going on. You have to choose to be positive. Choose to know that God has given you this new test for a particular reason, and you cannot have a test without a testimony. Again, this has been Tristan with Inspirational Sunday. Make sure you go online, and I'm going to put the link on my blog for the book, What to Do When Life Gives You Lemons. That is a phenomenal book, if I say so myself, because that book, as I was going through a phase in my life, a lot of things happened, and then that topic, what to do when life gives you lemons, with how do you handle all of those negative things without going berserk. So make sure you get the book. Make sure you follow us online. Watch out for TJ Inspires. You don't want to miss anything. You don't want to miss anything, because there's some exciting things I can't talk about right now, but there are some exciting things happening. That's all I have. How to remain positive in the midst of chaos.